Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Billboard rap chart's #1 performing artist, Ben Shapiro. Well, Tom MacDonald's doing a lot of the heavy lifting, but, Ben Shapiro, like it says right there, okay? I can go ahead and, just show you in full. Facts by Tom MacDonald featuring Ben Shapiro. Now, to be fair, I haven't listened to this yet. It's not like I'm against it or anything like that, even though I'm not at all a fan at all of Ben Shapiro. I think that he's, well, those opinions I can say for other videos, but Tom MacDonald in general, I like some of his songs. It's been a second since I've caught up with anything that he's doing, but obviously this song right here, for very obvious reasons, is going absolutely viral. As of right now, it's a few days old, but it's still trending at #1, okay? 7.5 million views just on YouTube. Like I said before, and that was with total sincerity, it is the Billboard's #1 rap song that's out there right now. But to compare and contrast this, okay, you got Ben Shapiro with Tom MacDonald and all these Daily Wire shills just going around, when they're not too busy trying to virtue signal and just drag rich and powerful people who are maybe a little bit skeptical about the homeland of our greatest and current war partner, our little friend in the Middle East, when they aren't, stumping for them. They're just out there making friends across social media. But Ben, how do you reconcile this? In fact, rap isn't a music, and if you think it is, you're stupid. But to be fair, his takes evolved over the past 12 years. But yeah, it's kind of funny that he's Billboard's top artist right now. Yep, very much so. Funny? Nah, totally did that on purpose because who controls the media? Anyways, I personally haven't listened to the song yet. Maybe that's changed by the time that the video ends up ultimately releasing. Somebody who is a little bit more seasoned in the rap game has, and they have levied their opinion, and oh boy, it's getting received about as well as you would anticipate it does. Is this real life? Ben Shapiro's new rap track earns a shout out from Nicki Minaj. Yeah, it's kind of strange because what are we, a year or two removed from the last time that Nicki Minaj had an opinion? Not even a strong opinion, not even, a prescription for the masses. It was against the narrative, and she got significant pushback after, was it one of her cousins decided against having something for a very odd reason because they didn't want their balls to swell. Like, it was an entirely crazy thing, and if you want to go refresh yourself of that situation, go feel free. But Nicki Minaj, somebody else who I don't listen to at all. I've probably in passing heard some of her songs, but it's not somebody that I seek out for either philosophical discussion or for tacit musical enjoyment. But when it comes to rap critiques, I would imagine she's a bit of an authority on the subject, given she's been in the game for a second and she is still respected enough. So you would think somebody in the industry commenting on the #1 song in the nation wouldn't be something that would be totally out of the norm, but no. The big bad Ben, well, big is a relative term. Big bad Ben Shapiro. Oh, she can't possibly say anything good about him. He is the evilest man to ever do evil. Well, I would somewhat agree with that statement, not for the reason that everybody else would be freaking out about this, but 3 years after conservative influencer Ben Shapiro went viral for stiltedly reading the lyrics of Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion. That's another reason why Nicki's catching so much shit over this, is because, well, she's currently embroiled in quite the little rap beef with Megan Thee Clydesdale. But yes, Ben reading the lyrics of WAP in 2020. Of course, that went viral. Everybody's seen that. And that just ultimately reinforced his take that rap is garbage. And then, well, now it's just a little bit difficult to reconcile. But yeah, he was actually featured in a real rap song. Yes, facts. A track from Canadian political rapper. Yeah, it's so strange how now, this is becoming a multinational affair. Because I think Tom's from the lower mainland. One of the very few good things that comes out of that hellish part of the world. But very talented man. Very polarizing man. Even more so, potentially even more so than Ben Shapiro. And I know that's a lofty claim, but if you know, you know. And if you don't, it's pretty easy to apprise yourself of it. Dropped on Friday and contains a verse from Shapiro. Oh yeah, and he's totally throughout the entire video. It's basically a Ben Shapiro campaign ad. I'm just wondering how much sponsorship Daily Wire afforded Tom for making that video. Because I've seen some of Tom's videos before, and they got pretty high production value. It's just, that one right there, it seems to focus a lot on Ben Shapiro. Something's going up on that one. But anyways, the song found an unlikely ally in Nicki Minaj. who praised Ben Shapiro for his bars while in the midst of a feud with Megan Thee Stallion. Minaj even congratulated Shapiro for topping the iTunes charts on Saturday. In the track, MacDonald decries gender wokeness, pronouns, abortion, the Black Lives Matter and defund the police movements, and the big gay community, and declares that he is not ashamed that he's white. All aforementioned topics are popular conservative and right-wing talking points, and also something that Tom MacDonald talks about in a lot of his music, so it seems pretty on point. Claim that I'm racist, yeah, alright. I'm not ashamed because I'm white, MacDonald raps. I didn't know that was a rap, but okay. If every Caucasian is a bigot, I guess I'm a Muslim, the terrorist, every liberal is right. MacDonald's chorus shouts out Shapiro, saying, I hope you offended. I ask myself, what would Ben do? I don't know, simp for Israel. Facts is a reference to one of Shapiro's favorite catchphrases, unless, of course, it involves a certain trusted ally in the Middle East. Facts don't care about your feelings, yes, but what did Nicki have to say about this, okay? In his verse, Shapiro claims that he's got the facts, references his Judaism, because, of course, he can't go 10 seconds without doing that nowadays. Says that his comments section is full of woke Karens and even references the WAP debacle. Homie, I'm epic. I don't be a WAP. Oh, okay, he says. At its close, Shapiro's verse also sends a message to Minaj. Okay, cool. So that would add a little bit more clarity as to why Nicki was talking about this. She's referenced in the #1 rap song in the nation. It totally makes sense that she would have some sort of response to it. Like, I didn't know this fact, and this definitely vindicates her, even though I didn't think there was anything wrong with what she had to say before. I just found the media response to this very interesting. But this makes it far more understandable. Nicki, take some notes. I just did this for fun, Shapiro says. All my people download this. Let's get a Billboard #1. And, well, there you go. Because, again, who pulls the strings behind the scenes? And Shapiro's fans did get the song to be #1 on iTunes. We're #1 overall on iTunes, too. On the way, we knocked off, among others, Justin Timberlake, Britney Spears, Megan Thee Stallion, Nicki Minaj, Eminem, and Taylor Swift. Shapiro tweeted on Friday, I'm Tom MacDonald. I have officially made hip-hop great again. What, now you're going to hop back on the Trump train after riding the DeSantis Express right off a cliff the past year or so? All right, you go stand over there, you absolute nudge. As was always my lifelong dream. Yes, of course, go cite the tweet that we showed before. In response to Shapiro's rap and tweet about her, Minaj tweeted about facts. Ben Shapiro put out a diss record, Minaj tweeted on Saturday. Is this real life? He said, Nicki, take some notes. Nah. She also congratulated him for his ascendance on the iTunes chart, but not without noting that Facts seems to be inspired by her 2023 song, Roman's Revenge. I'll take your word for it. These are things that I have no idea about. I just listened to Ben Shapiro. Not bad. Congrats on #1, but it definitely sounds like Roman's Revenge when the beat came in. I don't know. Okay, that's all she said. That is all she said about that. And well, Nicki Minaj slam for supporting Ben Shapiro, for saying that it's better than I expected. All right, weird. Rapper Nicki Minaj has congratulated conservative commentator Ben Shapiro for his rap song reaching #1 spot in the U.S. iTunes chart, and people aren't happy. Yeah, over the years, Ben Shapiro, the former editor-in-chief at Daily Wire, has criticized identity politics, has supported an abortion ban, and has criticized the Black Lives Matter movement. Okay, well, if that's all he was about, I would be much more of a fan of Ben Shapiro. So it would come as no surprise that his track titled Facts is an anti-woke song in collaboration with Canadian rapper and songwriter Tom MacDonald. During the song, Shapiro takes shots at multiple artists, including Minaj, when he says, Nicki, take some notes. I did this just for fun. All my people download this. Let's get a Billboard #1. Would have liked it with an old school 1980s hip-hop beat where it's and she's dropping that over the top of it. That would be better, but no. Oh, well, they can't all be winners. Shapiro and Minaj have feuded before. Really? Okay, in June of 2023, the pair had a heated exchange on X when conservative commentator negatively reacted to lyrics of Minaj's song Pound Town 2. Okay? However, this feud seems to be old news. Yeah, probably because Nicki has better things to do, a bigger fish to fry. Has taken to X to congratulate him on his song's success. Yes, we talked about all of that stuff as well. Just listen to it. There's the actual tweet itself. People have been left unimpressed by the rapper and have criticized her comments towards Shapiro as tone deaf. Why? I'd imagine that Ben's probably not that great of a lyricist and his flow is probably a little bit whack, but is that what you mean by tone deaf? Okay, with some of these critics being Minaj's fans. I love Nicki, but this is straight up embarrassing. Ben Shapiro has been the biggest advocate against rap music for years. True. And he drops the most awful verse ever. And a joke, and as a joke on the genre, straight up embarrassing for all three parties. Congratulating that man, the same man who wants the human rights of 90% of your fan base revoked. What are you talking about? Put the phone down. Not everyone online has been critical of Minaj in the new song by Shapiro, and some would even like the two to work together. Yeah, that'd be hilarious. Can we get a Ben Shapiro, Nicki Minaj collab? One person, put on X? Yeah, that'd be hilarious. I'm absolutely blown away by the incredible work done in this edit. Ben Shapiro's voice is clear and powerful, and the music choice perfectly complements his words. I can see why it's #1 on iTunes. This is truly top-notch quality. As a Barb's, I think, that's a fan of Nicki Minaj, right? I am beyond impressed and highly recommend everyone give it a listen. Keep up the amazing work, third person added. Tom MacDonald is great. You should consider making a song with him. He's a very talented artist and a top indie artist. True and True would make for an interesting collab. Heads will roll. Minaj is currently involved in a feud with Megan Thee Stallion over lyrics in the latter song, Hiss. The lyrics are, "These hoes don't be mad at Megan, these hoes mad at Megan's law," referring to the U.S. law that mandates law enforcement to provide public with information regarding registered SOs. Great. Minaj and her fans have thought the song mocked her husband, Kenneth Petty, who is a registered SO and has been convicted of attempted grape charges. Minaj has been releasing Megan Thee Stallion diss track song called Bigfoot on Sunday night. Yeah, that's another one that I gotta prize myself of, because anything that's just gonna go ahead and take down that liar free Tory Lanez, I think that'd be a hell of a good listen. But it's all said and done, Nicki Minaj didn't do anything wrong. You can go ahead and criticize her for very interesting style, lyrical, and performance choices, and Ben Shapiro gets absolutely no love from me. But the fact that they're successful and people are hating on that, I would say marshal your energy in a much more productive avenues. But we talking rap fans, man. These are people that are still rehashing old beefs because they perpetually live in the past, like who Drake sits next to. It's like, oh my God, just move on with your life and develop a personality. And if you can't find one, Ben will offer you a trip to a camp somewhere where you can go and pray to the wall. That's only if you're powerful enough and you get the call. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.